All right, so let's go down here a little ways. And we're going to need to write that's the date. And then, yeah, we're going to need to write the x, h of x, g of x, h g of x, and g of h of x. So we need to write that. Make sure that displays out. So we just do write f, comma, then x. Now, of course, you know h of x is not a number, neither is g of x. So that's the reason we're not putting dollar signs in front of it. We're just going to print the text out on the screen. And g of h of x. That's g composed of h of x. And let's see, did I get everything? Yes, we do the carriage return there. Make sure I got it all. Okay. So this is going to be the loop here. We're going to yeah, so the argument y, that's the reason I put the y in right there. So if we want it, printed out 1 to 20 or 1 to 100, right? And we'll just go ahead and define m is equal to h of x and n is equal to g of x. And then O, this would be h composed of g of x. And we'll just call it P, g composed of h of x. Okay. Having to check a few things here, make sure that I'm right on track. All right. So now this is going to be getting printed once again to the shell, and you'll see this when I run the program. All right, so we got to go through here, writing our x, our domain, then the function h of x, which we're calling m, and g of x, which we've assigned it to n. Now, we didn't necessarily have to do this. We could have actually listed h of x and g of x down here, but at least I'm pretty sure. Anyway, you might want to experiment with that. Okay, I believe I got all of them. Okay, and now we want to write the data to the text file, and that needs to be a small f, not a capital F. I'm in caps, and then I'm back in lowercase and back in caps. They keep up with all that. Now remember, we got to throw that dollar sign out in front because x is an integer, but the dollar sign is going to turn it into a string for us. So we got x, m, n, o, and tab over. Let's see, one left is a P. but I'm going to use capital P. Did I not put a capital? Oh. End. Remember to always close the function. You got to close it. When you open, you got to close it. Now there's another way of doing this. Okay, there's another way, but we're just going to stick with this method for right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save this as probably, let's see, I had the other one data 1. I think we'll save this as data 2 on the desktop. Data2.jl. So you want to make sure that you save this as a .jl file. Not a text file, but .jl. And let's go ahead and run it, and hopefully we don't have any errors. Yeah, we'll have to go in here. This is where the other program's actually stored. When I first practiced this program, make sure there wasn't going to be any problems. So data, can't see everything on the screen here. Data2.jl is what I called it. And of course, we have an error. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that figures. Now that 10 there is running 10 lines. Now I'm going to tell you what I did real quick was I ran the program I'd already written, and we'll go back and try to find where this problem's taken place. Actually, where this error is taken place. But I didn't really want to waste much time, so you got to see the output there real quick. I'm trying to find where that error is actually at. I think I can't stand looking for syntax errors. And I'm looking, trying to figure this out. So bear with me here for just a second. I'll eventually find it. Going up here to take a look at what this says up here. Invalid operator. That's just the life of a programmer. Spend half your time trying to find the errors. Starting on line 19. Invalid operator.